Do you really love me this much? I never even dared to imagine it. Not once, not in 22 years.
I know.
I haven't let anyone close since Maya.
I know that too.
What if I break again?
That cannot be.
Elena, where did you get this?
The little girl is me. I was 7 years old. This beach, these same waves.
He was 26 and falling fast, minus she was 48, and hiding a secret the ocean had kept for years. You have never heard such a story before, minus a complete love story, where a 6-year-old boy has loved since childhood. This kind of story touches the heart deeply. The morning Elena Vasquez turned 48. She did what she had done every birthday for the past 22 years. She drove alone to Clearwater Beach. No cake, no candles, no phone calls from family she no longer spoke to. Just her, the salt, air, and the particular silence that only the ocean could offer, minus the kind that felt less like emptiness and more like forgiveness. She parked her white Range Rover at the far end of the lot, the one tourists never found, pulled her long dark hair into a loose wave down her back, and changed into her red one-piece swimsuit in the back seat, like she always did. It was the same style she had worn since her 20s. Her daughter used to tease her about it. Used to. Elena locked the car and walked, barefoot across the warm sand, her figure drawing glances she had long stopped noticing. At 48, she had the kind of beauty that didn't announce itself, minus it simply existed, quietly devastating. Like a lighthouse no ship was supposed to reach. She spread her towel near the shoreline and sat down, pulling her knees to her chest, staring at the horizon. 22 years, she thought. And it still feels like yesterday. She didn't hear him approach, over the sound of the waves. "Excuse me. Sorry, I don't mean to bother you." Elena turned. He was young. Very young. Dark wet hair pushed back from his face. Sharp jaw. Eyes the color of the deep water behind him, minus dark brown, almost black, catching the early light. He was holding a surfboard under one arm, and a phone in his other hand, looking slightly embarrassed. "My board clip just snapped," he said, holding up the broken leash. "Do you happen to have a hair tie or anything?" "I know, it's a weird ask." Elena almost smiled. It was. It was a weird ask. She reached into her bag and pulled out a spare elastic band. "Here, thank you." He took it, then paused, studying her face for just a second too long. "I'm sorry. Minus, have we met before? You look really familiar." "I don't think so," she said, turning back to the water. He nodded, unconvinced, and walked back toward the shoreline. Elena watched him go, then looked back at the horizon. Something in her chest moved in a way it hadn't in years. She ignored it. His name, she would learn, was Daniel Reeves. She didn't learn it that day. She learned it 3 days later, when he showed up at the same stretch of beach at the same hour, surfboard under his arm, and stopped when he saw her sitting in the exact same spot. "You're here again," he said, like it was remarkable. "I could say the same about you," she replied. He laughed, minus a real laugh. Unguarded minus, and sat down a few feet away without being invited. Elena should have minded. She didn't. His name was Daniel. He was 26. He had moved to Clearwater from Chicago 8 months ago, after his architecture firm offered him a project position down here, minus designing a new waterfront development. He surfed every morning, because it was the only thing that made the loneliness of a new city bearable. She told him her name was Elena, that she lived nearby, that she came to this beach every year on her birthday. "Your birthday was 3 days ago," he asked. "Yes. You spent your birthday alone on a beach." "I spent my birthday exactly the way I wanted to," she said, which was not the same thing as answering his question, and they both knew it. Daniel looked at her with those dark eyes, minus not with pity, which she would have hated, but with something closer to understanding, like he recognized a particular shape of a person who had built walls so beautiful that other people called them personality. "I get that," he said quietly. They sat in silence for a while, watching the waves. It was the most comfortable Elena had felt in 22 years. It became a thing, their thing. Every morning for 2 weeks, they met at the same stretch of sand, Daniel would surf for an hour, while Elena read, or simply watched the water, and then he would drop down beside her, and they would talk until the sun climbed too high, and the tourists arrived to ruin the silence. They talked about everything. Architecture and old movies, Chicago winters versus Florida summers, the particular cruelty of loving a place that didn't love you back. Daniel talked about his complicated relationship with his father, minus a man who had wanted a football player, and gotten a boy who drew buildings instead. Elena listened with the focused attention of someone who understood deeply what it meant to be a disappointment to someone you loved. She did not talk about her daughter. She did not talk about the accident. She did not talk about the 22 years. But on the 15th morning, sitting with their shoulders almost touching, the sun painting everything gold and violet, Daniel turned to her and said quietly, "Elena, what are you running from?" She felt the question land somewhere behind her sternum. "What makes you think I'm running?" she asked. "Because I recognize it," he said. "I've been doing it too." She looked at him, really looked at him, and for the first time since they had started meeting here, she felt something shift, not just comfort. Something warmer, something that frightened her. "You're 26, she said, like that settled it. "And you're the most interesting person I've ever met," he said simply. "I'm not doing math, Elena. I'm just being honest." She stood up, grabbed her bag, and walked back to her car. She told herself she wouldn't come back. She came back the next morning. Daniel was already there. He didn't say anything about the day before. He just handed her a coffee minus black, exactly how she drank it, which she had never told him minus, and looked back at the water. "How? Did you know?" she asked, holding the cup. "You seem like a black coffee person," he said. She almost told him then, almost. Instead she said, "I had a daughter." Daniel went very still. "Her name was Maya," Elena continued, her voice steady in the way that only comes after years of practice. "She was 19. She was studying marine biology at USF. She used to say the ocean was just the Earth's way of breathing." Elena paused. "She died 22 years ago. Car accident. I was driving. The waves filled the silence. I wasn't speeding," Elena said. "It wasn't reckless. A truck ran a red light and hit the passenger side, and Maya was gone before the ambulance arrived. The court cleared me of everything." Her jaw tightened. "I have never cleared myself of anything. Daniel didn't say I'm sorry, or it wasn't your fault, or any of the things people said. He simply reached over and placed his hand over hers on the sand. They sat like that for a long time. That evening, Elena did something she hadn't done in years. She went home, opened her closet, and pulled out the box. Inside were photographs. Maya as a baby. Maya at 10, missing her 2 front teeth. Maya at 17, standing on this very beach, minus Clearwater Beach, minus laughing at something out of frame. Her dark hair blowing in the same wind that had blown Elena's hair this morning. Elena sat on her bedroom floor and looked at every single one. Then she found the photograph at the bottom of the box, the old one. The one from before, 2 children on a beach. A girl, maybe 7, and a boy, maybe 6, building a sandcastle in the shallow water, both grinning. The girl had dark wavy hair. The boy had dark eyes. Elena stared at it for a long time. Then she picked up her phone. She arrived at the beach before sunrise the next morning. Daniel was already there, sitting in the dark, watching the horizon. He turned when he heard her footsteps and stood up, reading something urgent in her face. "I need to show you something," Elena said. She held out the photograph. Daniel took it, looked at it, frowned. "That little girl," Elena said, her voice barely above the sound of the waves. "That's me. I was 7 years old. My family used to vacation here every summer." She pointed to the boy in the photograph. "Who does that boy look like to you?" Daniel stared at the photo for a long moment. His face changed. "My father," he whispered. "That looks exactly like my father as a kid." He looked up at her. "Where? Did you get this?" My mother kept all our beach photos, Elena said. Daniel minus, what is your father's name? Robert, he said slowly. Robert Reeves. He grew up in Tampa. Elena closed her eyes. I knew a boy named Bobby, she said. Bobby Reeves. We were inseparable for 3 summers on this beach. When I was 10, my family stopped coming. I never saw him again. She opened her eyes. I never forgot him. Daniel was staring at her like the ground had shifted beneath him. He never forgot. Either, he said quietly. He used to tell me about a girl he knew on a beach when he was a kid. He called her his first friend. His first. He stopped. The word hung in the salt air between them. His first love. Elena pressed her hand over her mouth. Daniel looked at the photograph, then at her face, then back at the photograph. Elena, he said carefully, my father talked about that girl his entire life. He said she was the one that got away. A muscle moved in his jaw, and I think I've been falling in love with his memory of you. The sun broke over the horizon, flooding the beach in gold. Elena looked at this young man, minus 26 years old, with his father's dark eyes and his father's jaw, and something in his expression that was entirely his own minus, and felt 22 years of carefully constructed silence crack open like a wave breaking on shore. What do we do with this? She whispered. Daniel looked at her for a long moment. Then he looked at the ocean, minus the same ocean, that had kept this secret for 4 decades, through childhoods and losses, and 22 years of birthdays spent alone. I think, he said slowly. We start by being honest. He reached out and took her hand. This time, Elena didn't walk away. The ocean breathed. The shore held its secret, no longer.